Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Final Fantasy XVI. We are looking out on that new flying structure that was created at the end of the last episode. Is it the Halls of Origin? Whatever it's called? I guess we'll find out soon enough, but I think we are about to hit the phase where we have to prepare for the final stretches of the game, meaning upgrading whatever we can, helping everyone that needs some help around the country, doing all the hunts, and then going for it. So let's talk to Otto, inform everyone, and let's see where it gets us.
Origin, he called it. But the origin of what?
Of everything. He did say that they created us. So maybe their own origin?
Did you know that it was I who convinced His Imperial Highness to join you in stone here? All right, it may be that he was of a mind to do so already, but it was I who told him where you'd be.
Yeah, we appreciate it, really.
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthean records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the Halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, The Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, right?
Yeah, help some people around the world. That would definitely help a bit.
Joshua seemed upset.
Yeah, we should definitely speak with him for a bit.
Unless you've taught our chocobos how to fly, I won't be scouting this one for you, Clive. You're on your own, but not alone.
Yeah. I'm still thinking that with this hideaway was built in an old vessel or building of the ancient times. Isn't there anything here that we can use to like convert the Enterprise? Cause Sid, Mid, that family has always provided with our heroes over old generations of Final Fantasies with boats and flying ships. I'm sure she can do it again. But let's talk to Joshua first. I think he needs it.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
A world of free will. That's what they're fighting for.
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your swan shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit. Your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their Eikons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
Yeah, but let's see if we can come up with some other ideas than you relinquishing your body for a icon that you might not even be able to control.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima will wait.
Yeah, because he still needs our body in order to fulfill his plan, so he doesn't have any other choice but to wait. Yeah.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Well, if you're dead certain that we'll be gone once we talk to everyone, then
Dangerous world out there.
let's restart for now.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What's that for in, dear?
There was something new. That's definitely new. A defender +1. And with a 1 we're gonna make 2. Circle of Heaven, that's the one we bought before we went in. It's all standard.
My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you.
Thank you. Ooh, and this does take up the Behemoth Shackle. So if we create the Defender, we have to use a Shackle, and if we want a +2, we need another one. This is just a Defender. Should work, right? But I want to see, does he sell a weapon? Does he sell the Defender?
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Yeah, he does.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Trouble with your gear, or...
No, not yet.
You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you.
Then we have one more left for the Sun Bracelet.
You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do.
Alright. Definitely an improvement, that's for sure. Now we can talk to Jill. We got 2 new letters. A new life. While the going was slow and not without occasional run-ins with strangling orcs, I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast where Mint was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and the life she wants for her baby. But I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. We need to create a world, that's for sure. Ah, and Tale makes 4. Clive, there's but 1 crystal left needs cracking. But 1 man who can do it. See to it that you don't miss. And we didn't.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, they will ever have that one night at the beach.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Yeah, and I see a ton of notices and side quests popping up everywhere. So yeah, this is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for, the time that everything is unlocked. Because if we make for Origin, then we make for the end of the story. And in all honesty, I want to do as much as we can before we do that. See as many of the stories and many of the quests we can complete. If we can get the renown up for at least the Genji glass, I will be happy. Alright, in a mood. Ah, in case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late at the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right and my guts tell me it's not to do with this puppy's supply of antelope bones.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Whatever it is, we'll solve it. And there was more. In search of a lost tome. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There's this ancient text, deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome from a distance that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming the text. Should you require further incentive, I know that I am willing to offer compensation for the services rendered. Alright.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Okay, so that is 2 quests gotten. So let's focus on those 2 and pick up the rest the further ahead we get. Because as always, there is more to be done. Visit Torgal on the rear deck. And where is he? On that side, okay.
Say what you will. Maybe Karen has seen
Or maybe it's better to just pick up all the quests that we can that the game allows us to, because then if we have quests in the same area, we can do them all at the same time. That may be a bit more efficient.
Hiding for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
How long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
He doesn't want us to?
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
To Sid's grave?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
As I really want to do it as efficiently as possible, I think it still might be better just to do it quest by quest. That way we won't mix up any of the story bits, and especially the ones like this that involves the main characters. I do want to make sure we don't miss anything.
Alright, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Exactly, and from there he can lead us where he wants us to go. Alright, to the port it is. Yeah, I've seen it, but there is plenty to be had. And we'll round all our side quests off one by one. And maybe between every once and a few side quests we might do a hunt. Or if we just come across them at some point.
It's still here. After all these years. Not smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
No sense of humor.
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
So where are we? Where is this rookery?
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
Is that a place of his youth? Where he spent time with Torgal?
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
More memories?
This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal, for never giving up, for never forgetting.
Yeah. His best friend.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Will you allow us to remove the metal after that? Now that the circle is complete, that we are back where we needed to be? Or is there still something we need to be doing?
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
Oh, he knows.
All right. I'm coming.
I like this quest. It's basically just reconnecting old memories between Clive and Torgal, seeing the best of friends they were and they are. And the fact that Torgal waited for him is just beautiful, isn't it? Oh, wait. Come on, let me. Yeah. He deserves it now even more.
I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Yeah. And that shot overlooking the city, Reminds me for some reason a lot about one of the opening scenes in Final Fantasy XV with Noctis and the gang looking over their old city as well, when they try to get back to learn what's going on. But yeah, charred sparring sword, yeah, that's definitely for a wall. And Caval's Fang, increased Torgal's attack potency. Well, I guess that's officially completed. So let's head back to base. Let us first focus on doing all the quests we have at the base and then see whatever quest is available still out there in the country.
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
And there's also a lot of people we can talk to. Trust you to go and pick a fight with a bleeding god. I didn't sign up for all this excitement, you know?
No.
Sid did say the higher-ups wouldn't be too happy about us trying to change the world. You've got me there. And it ain't as if I have anything better to do, so no more lip out of me. But it is that lip that keeps us on our toes, Otto.
Is that right?
Well, I'd better start looking for something else to moan about then, hadn't I? No one around here has been bold enough or daft enough to say that I'm fit for the knacker's yard. But I sure as hell ain't getting any younger.
Might be time to take a step back.
And let the fledglings spread their wings. Young goat is as bright as the inside of a barrel, but his heart is in the right place. And his constant failures never seem to dim his spirits either. I reckon the same might have been said of me when I was his age.
If it weren't for Sid.
Giving me the room to fall and hand to help me up again, I never would have changed. It would have been the gates leading the gates, Clive, assuming we'd make it this far.
I'll be here if you need me.
I know you will. You've got any quest for us too?
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Of course.
Quick look.
We got on the management in Sambrek. We got nothing in Rosaria. We got 2 in Dalmacia, Line Sand and Duty of the Undying. And Wallowed is totally dead. Alright.
Always something in there.
That's fine. This how it usually is.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
And who knows, maybe by giving her more knowledge about the past, we can move ahead for a better future.
What will it be today? Well, Clive?
Are you resolved to brave the coming battle no matter the cost?
I am.
For only with Ultima's death might we ever find true freedom. And when we do, I'll be counting on you to help teach this world the truth.
Naturally.
But I'll need you to do something for me in return. Come back to us in one piece. For how I am to recount the true history of this world without a first-hand account of the heroics of those who fought to change it.
I shall.
We shall all be preparing for your safe return. Well, I will be back, no matter what. Alright. Well, if we have a quest about the book, there's only one person we need to talk to. And we know where to find him. And maybe after they solve this one, we can help Uncle with something more.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
My hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Let me guess, it's that village we went to where everyone was turned. I wouldn't mind paying it a visit if it means we might be able to get a rare tome in the mix.
Good morrow to you, my friend. Ah, yes.
Ah, you have arrived at a solution then? Dion will carry us.
Indeed.
Ah, a feat befitting the final act. I congratulate myself that I shall live long enough to see it. A feat in itself for a man of my years. But, to be serious, it is no small thing to march against fate, Clive. You must be certain of your footing, lest the winds of destiny divert you from your course. Are you certain of your footing, Clive? I am.
Then go.
And do what you must. Let's see, can we...
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see
Exactly,
them.
let's level them up a few times. From 5 to 6, the living library, the recorder of the realm, and halfway to 8, yes. I'm sure if we do all the quests,
I should be happy to answer it.
we might get some more indeed. No idea what kind of reward we'll get for it. Maybe it's just an achievement, but it doesn't hurt.
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts? Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and sumpters, so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers. Me, I reckon they built it up over generations. Too many foolish traders driving their birds into floods, and only the toughest surviving.
Well, that is basically how evolution works, isn't it? Just the stronger survive and adapt to the environment that it needs to. Alright, let's look at the map and see where we need to be. And of course, by doing it per quest, it makes it a lot easier just to track down all the locations. 200 yards, okay. I reckon it's chocobo time.
Fly, Ambrosia.
And I think we were right. That's definitely the village we were in before.
Don't get surrounded.
We won't get surrounded, it's fine. I wonder if it's still empty of people after I, well, basically, well, got rid of them all.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in? This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local baron? His interests were certainly varied. This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Ah, that's it. And let me guess, once we get out, we get pursued by the executors of all this hidden knowledge. Well, if anyone can survive a hidden attack by them, it's definitely Clive.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
And we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Really?
Let's see, shall we?
You think you can? You are willing to try, of course. Alright, let's make him silly. come on, we were far enough away for that. Alright, let's see if we can survive one of these. Enemy slain. Ooh, a clutch mine.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again.
I'm sure we will.
Then.
Wait. Damn it.
Yeah. Withholding knowledge from people is never a good thing.
Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
I hope so. But yeah, holding back knowledge is never a good thing, cause how else will people learn if they are being suppressed the knowledge to learn from the mistakes that people made to the past? Cause if you don't remember the past, you're doomed to repeat it. It's a saying well known and well known for a reason, so yeah. Okay, so let's get back to Vivian. Give her the book. And see if there is a follow-up to this quest. But I'm just glancing over the time, and we might want to save that for the beginning of the next episode, because there might be a sequel to that quest, or maybe when we talk to her we learn that she might have been threatened by the executors to bring the book back to them. I hope not, but it is definitely a possibility. But we'll check that on the next one. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue working on all our side quests to make ourselves ready for what's to come. To make us ready for Origins. See you then. Bye bye.